Republican Senator Rick Scott this week suggested that Americans should not have any days off. None. Rick Scott does not want you, American worker, to have weekends, and says that you lazy sacks of trash, should be working 7 days a week. Here is the full quote from Republican Senator Rick Scott. Americans work 5 days a week. The minimum we ought to work is 7 days a week. I'm a business guy. Business people have to work every day. We need to work every day to get stuff done. Says the man who has been in politics for over a decade now, working roughly 100 days a year. We, working class Americans, blue collar stiffs, you don't deserve a day off, says the billionaire whose company committed the largest Medicaid fraud in the history of the United States. And he kept himself out of prison by pleading the fifth more than 70 times during his deposition, which was done under oath. And this man, this good-for-nothing piece of trash, wants you working, as he said, a minimum of 7 days a week. Now, that's a weird way to put it because there's only 7 days in a week. So if every single day is the minimum, then what's the maximum, right? Like you can't work more than all 7 days of the week, but somehow Rick Scott, apparently, based on, his semantics here, wants you to figure out a way to work more than 7 days a week. So I don't get it. But this is the most insulting thing. There was a time in American politics, honest to God, not long ago, I'm talking 10, 11 years ago, a statement like this would have been the end of your career immediately. On the spot, you'd be gone. Nobody would ever vote for you again. Again, 11, maybe 12 years ago. You'd be gone. Your political career would be over. This clip would be playing round the clock. This happened over 24 hours ago. Of all the websites I visit, I saw one story on it. One. And of course, thanks to Donald Trump's speech on Thursday night, this is the last you'll hear of this. It's the last thing. Rick Scott called for abolishing the weekends for American workers because we're all just a bunch of lazy layabouts, right? And it'll be the last anybody ever hears of it again. This should end his career.